what is a commander? More than a word, more than a title. It's an identity, something that transcends time and place. A commander is not born. They are built, shaped by adversity, etched with scars.
Can't get them when you first huddle up, and you got to earn them. And you sure as hell don't want to, but you do need them to grow.
A commander may fall, but they always rise.
You truly don't know who you are until you get your ass knocked down. If I know anything about our team, they will absolutely get up swinging.
When the field is in chaos, a commander does not flinch.
Let's go!
Calm becomes their shield. Courage, their spear. A commander may shine under the light, but is polished in the dark. In the quiet and the unseen, they hold the standard.
Whatever you do, impose your fucking will!
Every rep, every room, every day. They do not stand above their people, but beside them. A leader of warriors.
Tom Terry! Spectacular! I mean, this is video game stuff right here.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to welcome y'all back to another Friday's edition of what? Fandom has no who? Intelligence. I'm Smoke. I got my guy South with me. Trail, he may pull up, but right now we're not expecting him today, so blesses the trail. But we're going to get this thing started, man. What is a commander, South? Man, that intro, yeah, I like that. I like that intro. What is a commander? That thing get me hyped every time I see it. South, hey, man, before we get started for real, do a little recap from Sunday. You know, we saw the Raiders, you know what I mean? And just give me a synopsis of the game, you know, from what you liked, what you didn't like, did any of your predictions hit from last week, and then I'll take the floor.
Yeah, they all hit.
I heard that.
They all hit. I mean, we're probably off on a few of the yardage ones, but the game plan was the game plan. We talked about it in here, you know, last week before the game. Stop Genty. And that was really it. Like, they had no running game. Geno's box score looked really good though. Like, I looked at it earlier this week, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, Geno was like 19 and like 28 for like, I think 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, something like that. It was crazy. If you look at that, you're like, oh, they won. No, it didn't.
Too bad the game don't count that way.
Yeah, most of his yards were on blown coverages. Trey Tucker, I think, scored all their touchdowns.
Yeah, he did.
And they were all, except for that one, I think they were like 50-plus yards, right? Or something like that. But, yeah, I mean, good job, Joe Witt. I know we were on his neck last week. Probably going to be on his neck this week if he you know, doesn't replicate what we did last week. But no, overall, I think everybody's happy. Mariota came in, ran the offense efficiently like he was supposed to. I know Bill didn't get as many carries as a lot of people thought he would, but everybody else did. Like Jeremy Nichols, who ran that 60-yarder. Chris Rodriguez played good. Yeah, overall, good team win.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Total team win. I think we won all 3 phases last week. Offense, defense, special teams. Even with the blunder of, a 37-yard missed field goal, but he bounced back. A kick or so later, knocked down a 50-plus yarder, you know what I mean, just to extend the lead, stuff like that. But I was very pleased, man, with how we came in and how we handled business. Teams that are beneath us, that's what I expect, bro. I expect for us to dominate, no matter who the quarterback is, no matter what receivers missing, no matter, you know, I think we were all kind of surprised of the Brandon Coleman healthy scratch, but no matter who they put in there, man, this team gonna play, this team gonna fight. You know what I mean? What we saw the previous week, I don't expect to see that no more this season, as far as like, who this team is and stuff like that, man. But I was very pleased with how we came out there and we established physicality. I think we all kind of hit that last week in our, coaches' predictions and stuff like that. Like, be a little bit more physical, get a little downhill, things of that nature. Let the run game open up the pass game, man. And Marcus Montana, man, I know that's the first time some of y'all may be hearing it. That's what I call him, because this dude, man, he comes in and it's like no drop off for real, man. I know we got very high expectations for 5. I know we do. But when you can bring in that backup and you like, there's not going to be no drop off, and it literally showed last Sunday against the Raiders. Yes, it's an NFL team, not a playoff team, but at the same time, man, that is a tough team, man. Just having to game plan for Max Crosby so he won't wreck the game and stuff like that. I love the way they game plan for that. I love the makeshift O line with the Chris Paul and the Wiley playing guards and stuff like that. I believe we ran for like 200 yards
Yeah.
on Sunday. So another 200-yard game, week 1 and week 3, over 200 yards. And I think that's our identity, man. And I think that, coming into the season, they was using that slump word with our quarterback. And hey, it can't be no slump if you out there grounding and pounding like that. So I feel like, the more you ground and pound, the more it's going to open up for 5 when he comes back and stuff like that. But hey, man, I was very pleased with that victory on Sunday, off to a 2-1 start. You know what I mean? We were here last year, 2-1. You know what I mean? Last year, we went to Arizona. This year, we're going to Atlanta, a team that we beat 5 of the last 6 times, 4 straight. You know what I mean? So while we right there, let's get into it. We always love to start off with our injury report, man. Injury, South, they're mounting up. They're mounting up. We touched on the season-ending ones last year. We didn't have Jaden last week. We didn't have Noah this week. We didn't have John Bates. Once again, we don't have those 3 this week as well. Also, the number 1 receiver, the prize possession in that group, Terry McLaurin, is missing. It was a lot of rumors floating on Twitter this week, which you got to take that stuff with a grain of salt, man. You really do, man. But luckily, he don't have to have no type of surgery. I guess it's just a healing process, pain tolerance, all that other stuff. But I kind of thought of it earlier today, South. I'm not going to lie to you. That Eastern Motors commercial came into my mind, and he say no soft tissue injuries. Let me know, South, is a quad a soft tissue? So it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, come on, like, I don't like speaking stuff into existence, but you know what I mean? Hey, sometimes like injuries happen. Injuries happen. But South, I want to start with you, man. Any concerns with, the Jaden, with no Jaden, no Noah, no John, and no Terry this week as we prep for Atlanta?
I think in general, I would like to have all those dudes, right? Because you don't want your main. These aren't like your 4th and 5th string, receiver and special teamer or whatever. These are starting quarterback and our wide receiver 1, and our wide receiver 2, and our tight end 2, I guess, behind Earth. So these are like big players for us. So I'm not, to me, because I know Jaden will be back next week, most likely to me. I think Bates will probably be back next week. Terry, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he was there today.
I know they said he wasn't on the field. I know they said he wasn't on the field.
Well, he wasn't even at the facility yesterday. So, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I think Bates will probably be like a question up until next Friday. See if he can go. I'm pretty sure Jaden will go next week, because I don't know if they can not let him play for 3 weeks in a row, because his interview yesterday, I thought he was going to play this week just based on like how he was acting and how annoyed he was.
Yeah.
Because last week, you remember, they didn't let him talk. It was Marcus talking on the mic. So I thought there was a 50-50 shot he was going to play this week. just because they let him speak to the media yesterday. Or was it yesterday? Wednesday?
Yeah, it was yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, for this game specifically, I think they can still stretch the field with Jalen Lane. I don't know. AJ Terrell is out for them, right? So I didn't check their report for today, but he's got a hamstring. I don't think he'll play. Have you checked it?
I'm looking at it now. I just pulled it up. It's loading. So I know we, like you said, no AJ Terrell. Let me see. Was it?
Is Agnew playing?
Let me
What's his
see.
name?
Okay, so did not practice Darnell Mooney, but they say resting. Um, Cadell Hodge, they say he has a groin, so I don't know if he's going to play. AJ Terrell hamstring. I thought he's already been ruled out. A guy named Nathan Carter, a running back, probably a special teams guy. Um, Leonard Floyd, they say resting, is not injury related. And David Owen Mata, not injury related. So looks like, the main starter that's not playing is AJ Terrell, which
Is
had Terry in a blanket last year,
is
week
Pierce
17.
not is Pierce not in the
Pierce, I thought I saw earlier that he practiced fully because he had a little injury as well. So I thought I saw it earlier. Don't hold me to that, but I thought I saw earlier that James Pierce is a go. Like he practiced earlier today and stuff like that. So, matter of fact, yeah, he was a full participant. It's right here, looking right at me. They're full participants today with Kyle Pitts, Jamal Agnew, DeMarco Hellams, James Pierce, and Casey Washington. So it looks like all those guys are going. You know what I mean? But they're missing their number one corner this week. I just think it's going to be a ground and pound type game. So
Yeah, I do too.
mhm.
But so I think they'll still be able to stretch it with Jalen. I don't know how much they'll do it. I think they might try it once or twice. And then I think the rest of it's gonna be like short game, middle, Debo Ertz, big game for them. And then the running backs will probably all get 6 to 10 carries. Yeah, Marcus will probably get 5. Right. So
More so the hot hand. More so the
yeah,
hot hand.
yeah,
I
but
think
yeah, I
that's how
mean,
they do it.
yeah,
Mhm. But I just like the injuries, man. They are concerning. Like it's good to go out there and get a win, but when you ain't got your prized possession out there, it's like, oh man, like
for multiple weeks, man. It's
this is the
you know
second
what I
straight week,
mean?
man, and yeah. So, but like I said, I love the way this team, bounced back from that Thursday night game last week, and it's a team, bro. At the end of the day, it's a team effort. I know, in the outside world, some people may not believe in Marcus, but I think our fan base do, man, because it's not the first time that he's came into a game and dropped 40 with this team. Last year he came in after the first possession against the Panthers and put up 40. You know what I mean? So Marcus, I'm gonna say this, like I'm gonna steal your thunder, so he seems to keep the offense on time.
Yeah,
But with the injuries to a Terry, with the injuries to a Noah, um, will that cause for the Falcons to have a more loaded box to try to make us one dimensional and stuff like that? So these injuries, like I think the Terry one is huge this week because we know that an extra set of eyes got to be on him. Yeah, he hasn't got off to the best start, but it's just like the last season of first few weeks, not the biggest games. Last week he had a solid game. I thought it was a touchdown, and that's the play he got hurt on his quad and stuff. But I just think just his presence on the field is much needed, man. And I'm trying to see, man, like if they overcome this one this week, give me 1 second. If they overcome this one this week, man, this team is resilient, bro. It is really resilient. So, hey, man, like injuries happen. It's a physical sport. How we gonna bounce back? I understand some people don't believe in the next man up because some of these, like I say, we that's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? Like building practice all week until today. DQ came out and say, hey, he looked good in practice. So I'm expecting for him to play this week. So now we down to the 3 running backs. Let's go out there and let's do it, man.
Yeah.
So that's the injury report, y'all. Yes, we are banged up a little bit, but this team is resilient. I believe they built this team for these type of moments. We are one of the oldest. We are the oldest team in the league, but at the same time, there are multiple ways to skin a cat. Meaning there are multiple ways to win a game. And what we did last week, I think, should kind of be a similar game plan for this week. So I'm gonna throw it right there to you, Soph. I'm gonna say the offense for last. Last week, man, you were kind of, you know, down on Witt, man, coming into that game. Let me ask you first, as far as Witt, did Witt, call a better game this Sunday, or do you think it was just the players on the field, or just we played the Raiders? Which one is it?
I think all of it. I think all of it. I think the players played really well. We weren't missing as many. I don't know how many missed tackles we had, but I don't think it was a lot. And when they did, there was like 3 or 4 guys right behind them to tackle, right? So they were hustling to the ball. So even if you miss a tackle, your buddies are come and help out. Joe Witt, we played a lot of zone, right? We played a lot of zone last week. I think we'll play. I don't know. I don't know what they'll do against the Falcons. They'll probably do the same. Because the game plan for the Falcons is probably gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Right? They got a good tight end, even though he hasn't been, what he was supposed to be. But Brock Bowers, kind of same deal. Pitts, Bowers, take him out the game. They got a good running back, top, who depends who you talk to. I think he's top 5 running back in the league right now. But as far as last week, I think he did what he's supposed to do. The players did what they're supposed to do, and the Raiders, they're not good. So nice little storm.
Yeah. Well, so you thinking the game plan should be kind of similar to what we did last week against the Raiders, against Michael Penix, Bijan, Drake London.
Stack the box, get some pressure. Don't let Bijan beat you.
Yeah.
Michael Penix. I saw an interesting thing on, I forgot what network it was, that he doesn't like throwing in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
All of his passes are on the outside. And a lot of people were like, usually you only see that with shorter quarterbacks like Breeze, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson. They don't like to throw the ball in the middle of the field because they can't see, apparently. But Michael Penix is not short, so they don't it's like what he did in Washington. He did the same thing in Washington. He would just throw outside the numbers, hit those guys. So if you can get some pressure on him and make him throw inside, because I don't know if he's comfortable throwing on the inside yet. And it's only his 8th game, I think, right?
Let me see. He played the last, maybe coming into his 7th. I think he was 1-2 last year. And he won 1-2.
He won a game. He won a game last year.
Yeah, he won a game. They beat the Giants.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, put some pressure on him. He's technically, to me, he's still a rookie. He's only played 7 games, 8 games, whatever. Confuse him, because apparently they confused him. The Panthers confused him because he thought he was getting one look and they dropped out of it and he got confused, but he predetermined where he's going to throw the ball, and and that caused trouble for them. So same game plan to me.
That's kind of what, to that last point, that's kind of what I want Witt to add to the bag. We show one thing defensively, and after the snap just changed to something different. I would love for that to be a part of the bag, man. But I think it's going to be kind of similar, because I believe Witt believes in his front 4 so much. The combination of, to be honest, is like a front 8, because I'm just talking about defensive linemen between Armstrong, Kinlaw, Payne, Newton. Now we got a new addition and the old foe You have Preston Smith coming back, Jacob Martin. The list goes on, man, of the amount of guys that come in and contribute. And what we did last week to Geno was we collapsed that pocket with 4 for majority of that game. Ended up with 5 sacks, which should have been 9 or 10. You know what I mean? So I feel like, if we take away Michael Penix's first read, I don't think he may have time to get to that second, the way this defensive line been going. Yes,
Yeah.
they're going to try to establish a run to keep us honest, but in between the tackles, runs haven't really been successful on us this year.
Yeah.
You know what I
They-
mean? So I know that Bijan is a guy that they want to get on the edge and stuff like that, but that's why I say I like the combination of Revo and Quan this week. Like, interchangeable. Like, bring one down in the box. I know some people want to bring Quan down in the box permanently, but them guys not fearful of nothing, bro. So they
Yeah.
come down, they land the boom, man, and next thing you know, like I say, like I'm pretty sure we got a Marshawn. He had a little hamstring scare. No, it was a concussion. Sorry about that. Don't want to throw that hamstring out with Marshawn. It was a concussion, but he passed protocol on Monday, so he's back. Amos is back practice today fully. So I expect for this defense, man, to rush 4, and to get after him, man, and contain Bijan as much as you can. Because no matter what, man, he's still a great talent. He's the type of back that we usually struggle with. We kind of struggled with him last year in week 17. Didn't crack 100, I don't believe. He had about 80-something yards, a touchdown. But Michael Penix loved Drake London last year, like especially in our game. I think he had 13 targets, 10 catches for over 100 yards last year. You know what I mean? So just trying to like mix things up from the second level to the third level. Show them something a little different this week, Whit. Don't come in there with the same game plan from week 17. I would rather for you to implement the same game plan from last week, if I'm honest, because this rotation on the D line is something serious. And I think at the rate they're going, by the time we get to week 6, week 8, it's going to be nationally known that this Commanders defensive line ain't nothing to play with. They the heartbeat of the team. And I'm not mad at it, man. So, hey, Whit, just go out there, mix it up between man and zone. Don't fall in love with the man. Mix in some zone there. Continue, to use Bobby on certain situations as far as getting downhill, blowing up them running backs and getting sacks. Like, I don't mind that. Finally saw Louisville sighting last week, 7 tackles. That 7 tackles was a cry game, but I saw him. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, this is something that we didn't see the first 2 weeks. We saw Louisville flash last week a little bit, you know what I mean? So, hey, man, just get after it. That's what I'm about, man. This team is resilient. This team is going through adversity right now, and it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better. Like, shout out to the signing of a hometown guy, Donnell Savage. Not sure if he's playing. I'm not even sure if he's going to dress, but this is another addition to the room because we lost Will Harris. That's another one that I didn't touch on in the injury report. Healthy healing to Will Harris. You know what I mean? I don't think he's done for the season. They put him on IR, but I don't think it's the season-ending IR. So it's one of those things to where, yeah, he's more than likely got to get surgery. Let that broken fibula heal up, and they'll pull you off a pup, and you got it. That 21-day window to open. So I'm expecting, possibly like December-ish for Will Harris to start ramping things back up. You know what I mean? You don't want to play with a broken fibula and things of that nature. But other than that, man, I'm happy with where our defense is at right now.
Yeah.
Like I say, the advanced metrics on this defense, it's pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. I kind of knew coming into the season that last year I think we only allowed 188, 190 yards passing. But we were allowing like 150 on the ground or more. I came into the season like, I don't mind the passing going up 20, 30 yards because of the caliber of quarterbacks we're facing this year. You know what I mean? Like, but that rush defense, I need that thing to take a huge dip. And right now it's at like 100 yards a game on the ground that we're giving up, which is, I want to say, I believe it's top seven of in stats of giving up rushing yards a game, which I'm not. We were what 31, 32 last year. That's a huge jump. That is a huge jump of like just showing that the stoutness they brought into this defense. Everybody say, Kinlaw, y'all overpaid him. Y'all got Dietrich Wise. Them guys been balling. Shout out except for Dietrich Wise now he's out. But everybody they bring in, man, seems to contribute. So that's just where I'm at with the defense with. Go out there, don't get too cute. Play disciplined football defense. When it's third down, get off the field. Don't aid them with penalties and stuff like that. Play a clean game. We played a pretty clean game Sunday. Pretty
Yeah.
clean, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. You got anything else you want to add to the defense?
I would like to see more disruption from our from Luvu. I know we saw him, but I'd like to see him do what he does best. Like rush the passer. When they send him on a blitz, I need him to get to where he's going, right? Because I know in the first few weeks he kind of just gets blocked, and I know that's not what he's trying to do, but I need him to make some more plays. Him, Revo. The only thing about our safety room is I don't know if we got anybody that can cover anybody. And I feel like they confused.
You're talking about like linebackers, right? Linebackers, right?
No, I'm talking about our safeties.
Oh, safety. Okay, yeah.
Linebackers too, but like linebackers, you get a little bit of slack from me because Bobby Wagner. I don't know if he's ever been great at covering folks. And then Luvu's Luvu. He doesn't. I mean, he could do it. He just I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. Yeah, but our safeties, I don't know. Like it seems like every time there's a big play, somebody's they're doing one of these.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I need that part to be better. Like I don't want any breakdowns in the back end because that's what it seems like. It just happens and then everybody looks crazy and then we're all on, in our group chats going crazy. But other than that, I think it's fine. I would like Preston Smith to probably play this week, see if he could do something, to see what he's got left. I don't know. I didn't watch him at all last year. So we'll see what he's got. He probably dresses this week. Darnell Savage, I don't think dresses, but we'll see.
Yeah. So before we move on, I just want to thank everybody for pulling up, man. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean? So we can get more people in here, no matter what platform you're on. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I really appreciate y'all. We're going to get better with, pointing out the comments and stuff like that. I did see Slim. Was good, Slim. I think I see Chuck in here. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I appreciate everybody on the pull-up, man. So, yeah, let's get into it. I kick it off with the Cliff, man. I'm going to kick it off with Cliff. Cliff, kind of similar to last week, man. Like we don't have 5. We got number 8 walking out there. You know what I mean? Another revenge game. How fitting for Mariota to play these 2 games against the Raiders and the Falcons. 2 teams that just didn't believe in him. One team they say he quit on. We all saw, what happened and stuff like that, which is the team we're playing this week. So let's not forget, Mariota is a +1 in the run game, just like Jaden. That one run he had last week when he hurdled the guy. Hey, this ball security, Mariota. I'm not mad at you. Ball security. But I can't have it this week. I need a flawless game, Mariota. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting 20 for 20, but like your 71, 73% completion percentage, I love it. It's timely throws. You're playing on time. Continue to play on time. But it's all about Cliff. Cliff, hey, man, dial that thing up. Get physical with these guys. These guys drafted 2 edges in the first round last year, the Falcons. They drafted them because they want to be able to get after the passer. You can't get after the passer if it's 2nd and 2, 3rd and 1, things of that nature. Because now we keeping that defense off balance. Their defense, I think they got a total of 8 sacks on the season, right? We got more than them, but I think they got, when I counted it up, I think they had 8. I may be wrong, don't hold me to it, but I think I counted 8. But
So
yeah,
one thing before you go, most of their sacks was on Minnesota, right? So
rookie quarterback, you
rookie
know what I mean?
quarterback
Yeah,
who's not
yeah,
blocking at all, like
mhm,
letting guys go. But yeah,
yeah,
that's what I need to
yep, yep.
caveat
So
with it.
yeah, so basically, Cliff, you don't have Terry, you don't have Noah, you don't have your best blocking tight end in John Bates. Hey, time for guys to step up. Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey coming off his first career touchdown. Both of them first career touchdowns last week. Shout out to Jalen for just taking that thing to the house, bro. Punt returner took it to the house. But guess what? Now it's time for you to step up.
Rookie of the week.
And also rookie of the week. Shout out to our fans, though. Shout out to our fans. That's one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna show up for ours. If we get the guy nominated for rookie of the week, they might as well just go and send it to Washington because we're gonna show up and show out for ours. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spam that vote button just so that our guys can get what they deserve, man. But other than that, man, it's just time for guys to step up. Uh, Kind of keep it balanced. I love the run pass ratio last week. I think we had 32 runs and 21 passes last week. I love that. I love it.
Was it
But
that?
it
Was
doesn't,
it like that?
huh?
We had more runs than passes last week.
Yeah, we had more runs than passes last week. I can put it up right now. Um, let me just double check. Yeah, I'm for sure.
That sounds like a 40-60, you know?
Yeah, something like that. Somewhere around that range. So let me just pull it up right fast while I got it in. But Cliff, I would love for you to, keep that same balance, man. Like stay ahead of the chains, give Marcus timely throws, stuff like that. So yeah, last week we had 21 pass attempts and 32 rush attempts. Last week, 32 rush attempts for what was it? 32 rush attempts. 201 yards last week. Like, what's wrong with that? Everything don't gotta be to the new age NFL of airing it out. And we put up 41 points running the ball 32 times last week, throwing it 21. Yes, we were aided by, a good special teams play. Shout out to Devo for getting us off to a great start with his kickoff return, stuff like that. But I think this is a
So
Devo game.
that's a 60-40 like
Yeah,
ratio. I just did the
yeah,
math.
yeah. And I don't mind it. If the
Wow.
game is in your favor, why go away from it? If it's working, why go away from it? And I think these linemen want to get downhill. They want to just push these guys. They want to be able to pull and stuff like that to knock these guys off balance. And we got backs with some vision right now, man. We know Bill got vision because he hit a jump cut in the backfield last week where I was just like,
Yeah.
I
When
don't,
he
I don't
was
know if that was,
he got back out the other way.
yeah, I was like, I don't know if that was Devin White or whoever it was in that backfield from the linebacker position. They got totally embarrassed. And I'm like, what I mean? These running backs we got right now got great vision. So if it's working, stick with it. Stick with
Yeah.
it, Cliff. Like, bring some physicality in this game, man. Like, don't give Atlanta no glimmer of hope. Don't
Yeah.
give them this offensively and defensively. This is a team that went out there last week and put a donut up on the board against a division foe in the Carolina Panthers. 30-0. Bijan and Algier, they walking off the field, mic'd up. Algier was like, hey man, we got to turn this thing around. You know what I mean? And they looking at this game, and I'm pretty sure they saying like no five, no Curry. They looking at it like, hey, yeah, this is a get right game. But
Yeah.
guess what? We're gonna keep it going this game. That's how I'm looking at it. Keep it going. Keep it going. Get to 3-1. 1-0 every week. That's what I preach. 1-0 every week, man. And Cliff, like I say, this is a big Cliff game. Don't let it get away from you. Offensively, you know what I mean? No turnovers this week. No turnovers. Protect that ball. Stay in third and manageable. Convert these third downs. I think right now we're converting at 75% completion rate on third downs, which is good.
Crazy.
That
That's
is
crazy.
crazy. You know what I mean? Like I saw another advanced stat of like I think we got the. I'm not. It's something about when we throw to the sticks on these third downs, like or even like when it's a 2nd and 15. It seems like we getting those first downs because we throwing to the sticks and stuff like that, man. So Cliff, man, like just don't get beside yourself. I don't ever want to see week 2 game plan again. Just continue to stack on days, man. So yeah, so what you want to see from Cliff?
He gonna have to earn his paycheck this week. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, kind of more the same from last week, but like we don't have 5, we don't have 17 out there. So he's gonna have to draw up some more stuff for the other guys. Like I know we've got Debo. He's probably gonna get his little, whatever's that they run with Debo. I think Ertz will be a bigger part of this game than he was in the last game. I don't know how many catches he had in the last game, but I think he'll be more involved in this one. I think Yankoff did a good job last week. I think he's probably have to do it again. Ben Sennett had a good game last week blocking.
Yes.
I know a lot of people been, harping
Trent
on
Scott
Ben
as well.
Sennett.
Trent Scott as well when he came in.
Trent Scott too,
Yeah.
that unbalanced set and all that stuff that they ran last week. They're gonna have to do it again. I know he's got some more tricks up his sleeve, and I don't know if he wanted to show him so early, but I think he might have to because we don't have 2, 3, 4 of our contributors on this team, right? So more of the same. Run the ball, keep the ball away. Don't let Bijan beat you. That's it. I mean, that's kind of like the game plan. It's like we don't want Marcus to throw the ball 42 times. Like that's not a winning recipe. And we saw it's not a winning recipe for Jaden either. So yeah, run the ball 60-40. Maybe they go 50-50 this week. Because I know Marcus Atlanta, I don't know if they're cooking up something because the little history that they've got here, but yeah.
Let's throw a little caveat in there before we move on. Would you like to see this team a little more aggressive on 4th downs, knowing our kicking situation?
How far are we talking?
Like, okay, so 37 yard. Hey, listen, if
You
it's
gotta hit it.
4th
Yeah.
and 3, if it's 4th and 3 or longer, and it's a 37 yarder, hey, just try them out there. If you continue to miss those, we got a problem.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, if it's 4th and 3 and it's a 56-yard field goal, I want DQ and Cliff to say, let's be a little more aggressive.
I think it depends on the ebbs and flows of the game, and who has momentum. Because you can kind of tell like if a team is like giving up on the 4th and 3 and they kick a field goal, or if you kick a field goal and you miss, how concerned are you with the other team if they're gonna make you pay?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So if our defense is balling and they're shutting them out, like not a shutout, but like if they're playing like they played last week, go for it.
Yeah.
Because then you can be like, all right, our defense has been playing really good. We're getting after the quarterback. We're stopping the run. If we miss this kick, it's all right. Our defense will, hold them. But if they're not, you might have to go for it.
Yeah,
you might have to go.
Yeah, I'm with the more. I'm saying be a little bit more aggressive, man. Like at this point, because if they stop us, hey, we got 0 points. But if we missing field goals, bro, we got another 0 points. So I'd rather be a little more aggressive, keep their defense on their heels, and at least it'll give us a chance to continue to move that ball, man. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that little caveat in there. I don't think we talk about it in spaces and stuff like that about Matt Gay and stuff like that, but I don't think we really talk about it on our program here as far as like these kicking woes, man. Like last year we went through 4 kickers, man.
How many 4th downs have we went for this year?
Outside of the Green Bay game, when we were down.
Man.
I don't think it's in a regular like week 1, week 3. I would have to look it up, but off the top of my mind, I can't remember
Can't
a
remember any.
4th and 1 or a 4th and 2 situation, and we went for it.
I know we
Seemed like
one last week.
yeah.
I know
Yeah. So
Payne stopped that one, but I don't know if we've.
shout out to Payne. Shout out to Payne.
Hey man.
Man, that
Hey,
dude.
somebody tweeted. They're like, they need to keep giving him 1-year contracts.
Hey, that's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. That dude, man. You remember a couple years ago when we played Denver in Denver, and came out of
Three
halftime. He had those
plays.
three straight plays.
Yeah.
I saw flashes of that last week, man. Like they go Payne again. They go Payne again.
He
And
was
I'm like,
going crazy, man.
he was going crazy.
Crazy.
So I'm like, man. So yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, we can move it on, man. Get to the part where we do talk our overs and unders. Show may not go a little over an hour today because the loudmouth of the South, which is Trail. You know what I mean? He. Hey, listen, Trail will keep the show going. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, man. He's the real loudmouth of the South, man. So we're gonna start with over unders. The way we do it is I throw a number out there. First is gonna be for the visiting team, well, for the opponent, and then us. So with
You got
us,
Vegas numbers or is it smoky numbers?
these are my numbers. These are my
Hey,
numbers, but it's kind of logic, right?
Hey, starting next week, we need to do Vegas numbers.
Next week we can definitely do Vegas
Yeah,
numbers.
let's start doing.
We can definitely do Vegas numbers starting next week because next week, woo, they already talking crap out there in LA land. So, but yeah, let's stick here. So, and I try to keep it like because we talked about it in spaces stuff that teams may not be getting as many yards per game because of the new kickoff rule and stuff like that. And then you got to think with the kickoff rule, we average the most yards on kick return. So we don't got to go as far. You know what I mean? So when I throw these numbers out there, I try to give it like a reasonable number for both teams, knowing situations and stuff like that. So I start off with the Falcons. With Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins made a showing last week in that game because with a quarterback room, I'm gonna say the quarterback room. With a quarterback room in Atlanta have 225 passing yards over under.
Under.
I'm
gonna give him a cool.
I'm right there with you.
I'm gonna give him a 208.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think they touched 200 this week.
Oof.
I don't think they touched 200. That's just me. What about Marcus Montana? Do you? I said some people gonna be like, who's Marcus Mariota? Shoulders, some of them call him. You know what I mean? So yeah, 220 over under.
I'm going under.
Yeah. I'm taking the under because this next category is where I'm absolutely smashing, bro. But Russian Falcons, between Bijan, Algier, I'm gonna throw a number out there. Russian for the Falcons, 155. Under.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go under because right now we only allowing like 100 yards on the ground. I think the focal point is to stop that run game and kind of make them one dimensional. You know what I mean? Like, see if Michael Penix's head is really in it after getting benched last week from a horrible performance. See if let's go out there and test it. But as far as I'm going under with that, but as far as for us, I'm smashing the over.
We go over.
I'm smashing the over, man. All right, now let's go sacks. Falcons. No, will we sack Michael Penix over under 3 times?
Over.
I'm going over as well.
Yeah.
I can't talk all that good stuff about my D-line, the fearsome 8, what I'm gonna call them. You know, I mean, it's not just a fearsome 4, it's about a fearsome 8 out there. Jean Baptiste, I didn't even name him. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going over. What about the Falcons? Okay, like I said, the Falcons, I think they have like 8 sacks on the season. You said majority of them came against a rookie and JJ McCarthy. Do they get to Mariota over under 3 times?
Under.
How many did he take last week? Mariota was sacked He was sacked one time last week for 8 yards. I'm going under.
Yeah.
I'm going under because, like I say, we're going to be keeping these teams off balance. We're going to be running. We're not going to be in these third and long situations like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm taking the under on that one as well. What's the other one? Let me. I think I had to switch my screen. Got to pull my screen back up.
Turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers. Hold on. What was the turnovers? Turnovers. Over under. I'm gonna just do one for each team. Do we get? Oh, do the Falcons have more than one turnover or under one?
They have one turnover. We get our first one this week.
Okay, we're gonna get one on for our defense.
This
Okay.
time. Yeah.
What about us?
I think we play clean game.
I'm going under. I'm going under. I'm going under. Total clean game. All right, this is another one right here. Plays over 20. Will the Falcons have over under 4 plays over 20?
4?
Yeah.
Under.
Week 1 we did 3. I just moved it up.
Yeah, under.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going under too because like
We
the
might
math
get
ain't
2.
mathing. If I'm taking the under on passing, if I'm taking the under on rushing, the math ain't kind of mathing. So what about for us? Will we have 4 plays of 20 yards or more over or under?
That doesn't include special team.
Nah, that don't include. That's offensively. Yeah, strictly offensively.
I think push.
Push it. Okay. And I like that. I think we can get 2 20-yard runs,
Yeah.
2 20-yard passes. Yeah, I like that. All right. Okay. So like I say, man, listen. At the end of the show, man, I wish Trail would have dropped his prediction, but I know he does have us winning.
He has us winning by 10.
Okay, winning by 10. When he didn't put a score out there, Trail, our other host, co-host, he has us winning by 10. So, prediction for Sunday, 1:00 p.m. Commanders versus Falcons. We're traveling down there to the A, and hey, let's take over. What's your prediction?
Oh no, Trail said Commanders by 14.
Commanders by 14. Okay.
My prediction. I'm gonna go with what I said last week. 31-10.
31%, dude. Ooh, South is going by 21. He telling them to pass the sticks. They're gonna be contemplating on it, dude, because they try and bring their offensive coordinator down to the field, right? They said they've been having communication issues and all that other stuff. So, all right, 31-10 South. Trail said we winning by 14. I'm not doing what I did last week, so don't leave me, South. I really do have us winning. I really do. I really do, man. This team totally proved me wrong last week. Totally proved me wrong. I know I said it was a little reverse psychology, but no, I really feel like we're winning this game this week. So my final score prediction is Commanders 33, Falcons 24. And that's where I'm at with it. 33-24. We cover the spread. We absolutely smashed the money line in this game. Lay your money on the Commanders this week, y'all. We're going to be off to a 3-1 start before another road trip next week in good old LA, and we're going to prove that they're frauds as well. Hey, South, I appreciate you. My man Aaron on the background, working the 1s and 2s. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. But guess what? I really do appreciate y'all pulling up. Don't look back. We're not going that way. Y'all have a good one. We out. Thank you.
What is a commander? More than a word, more than a title.